Welcome back, everybody. By watching today's video, you are signing on the dotted line that you are agreeing to me talking about Weiss Schwarz. I'm going to be talking about the new titles coming out. I'm going to be talking about Boochi the Rock. I'm going to talk about the rarest Weiss Schwarz card, which I found as I was looking this all up. I'm going to go in many different tangents, some I might not even be thinking about right now. I'm going to be talking about Pokemon, probably first, actually. So, real quick, Pokemon. What's going on with Pokemon is, if you haven't seen, they're doing a collaboration with the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. There's been some pretty wild videos. I know I put it on X or Twitter for other people to see. But yeah, there's people like mobbing the museum trying to get these cards. People are taking these cards and selling it for boatloads of money. You can see this on eBay right now. I myself am looking for the jigsaw puzzle. My wife really wants that, so it hasn't been put up yet, but it is coming soon. So if you hear a text message go off, I'm waiting to see if my brother sees it, and then I'm going to go and buy it. That would be pretty rude if that happens during this video, but you know what? You signed on the dotted line, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So anyways, new titles coming out from the Bushiroad TCG strategy presentation at the Tokyo Game Show. We saw Macross, we saw Rear Sakai, we also saw the other Project Sakai, or the other Sakai, which is Project Sakai. Anyways, moving on, Free Ren? Never heard of that. I've never heard of that, so sorry. And then we have the Bunny Girl Senpai movies. I believe that's what people said that was. And then I know these two were coming out. I just didn't know in what form. Was it like a series, a movie? People said it was a movie. And then we had the quintessential quintuplets premium booster box. I'm so excited for that one. Can you imagine all the? I mean, with premium boosters, some people hate it, some people like it. For me, I'm excited because I get to have all these different shiny cards, and I get it. You could have got that with the other sets with the 100 parallel cards. Moving on, the Idol Master shiny color. I told you this is gonna be all over the place. And then what we got, Hollow Life Ambassador box, which comes with a trial deck. People were saying that was like some older cards, some of the reprint cards, probably not like a new trial deck. It would have been really cool had it been, new ones, especially for the generations that didn't get a trial deck. But you can see on here, actually, that's really hard to see. This is, if you don't know what ADA is, this graphic right here probably is an ADA violation. There's a trial deck, but inside of the trial deck there are white letters. Those are really hard to read. So trial deck, 2 PR cards, 1 pack of 55 sleeves, 1 deck holder, and 1 storage box. So again, these are our ambassadors for Hollow Live 2, and that's where it is. So there, blah, blah, blah. There you go. There it is. I don't know which one you're excited for, but I was super ecstatic that I got Quince because this may be another chance for Miku to rise up from whatever pit that she's down in, right? Nino has her time, Itsuki has her time. I feel like Miku didn't get the love, and she's standing out there in front. I mean, people like her. Let's give her a shot, right? Let's give her a little bit of love. But it's actually really cool to see all these come out. Can you imagine if Bunny Girl somehow needed cards from the first set, the second set, what that would actually do? It's pretty cool to actually see all these. And me personally, I do like to see Project Sakai, so that'll be really neat as well. I know Miku just celebrated a birthday, so hey, that's pretty cool. Next, Boochi the Rock came out, and you can see here on Gurapan, they actually had prices up as of this moment. That's pretty expensive. So what you got inside of Boochi the Rock, if I remember correctly, it was 8 SSP, 13 KVRs, and 4 OFRs. That's off the top of my memory, so if I'm wrong, you can go ahead and tell me. But one nice viewer told me that inside of a case is 1 SSP, 2 OFR, and 3 KBRs. So if you don't remember what the KBRs look like, these are like the chibi. Some of them are the chibi form. You got the band logo right there. But there is one right here, this Boochi. Let me zoom in on her. This Boochi with character signature. So this set looks like it did okay, I think. I guess it really just depends on your SSP. If you have the SSP with Nijika here, at 54,990 yen, you did all right. But if you got, is there anyone that's really bad? Ro? I guess she's the lowest one. So yeah, you could have had a good case. You could have had a bad case. The KVRs, not the greatest out there. The OFRs though, a little not so good. Not so good. It's what do we got? Boochi here, 49.90. 49.90. Is that okay? That's all right. I I'm getting to the point where I look at all this stuff and I just want to enjoy the art without even thinking about prices. That messed up. I talk about prices all the time, but I really just enjoy some of the actual art that's actually happening here. I think it's really cool to see these different cards. And as a person that actually liked Bocchi the Rock a lot, I can't wait to actually have that come to English. Seeing the prices the way they are, it's a little sad because some of them are a little low. But you know what? It's pretty cool and doable. I mean, look at this Bocchi, 42,990. Her in the closet. I actually wonder what that looks like in person. I'm not too sure, but just because it's a little dark, you get some foiling and all that. But some of these other ones, like this Kita, I would, that's a really nice looking card. So overall, I think the values here when it comes to the set, you just have to hope your case is actually good. You have double R's as well. So again, if you don't know much about this game, and I'm not saying I'm a player at all, but if you could tell, this Nijika is the highest SSP, and magically here, her double rare is also. So that should tell you a little bit of something about the playability of said card. Okay, I think overall the one downfall that I didn't like about the set was the fact that there was so many cards that were duplicates, and I do have my little spreadsheet, not my spreadsheet, my PowerPoint. So if you didn't watch my video about Bocchi the Rock, there were times, let me flash you here. If you see one card on the screen, that one card means that there was basically the identical card, base rarity, and the parallel version, right? Every card in the set actually had a parallel version. So you could see right here as this flashes through that there's not too many times where that one is the SP, but the art's exactly the same, right? And that was a character signature. But there's not too many times. I really just like this whole let's make three of the same card outside of the signature, outside of the foil. There's just a lot of cards that repeat, and that's one of the things that I don't like about having these 100 parallels. If you have 100 parallels, I would love to see 100 different cards on there, but that's where we're at. So Bocchi the Rock, just looking at it on just a quick level of the prices, not too bad. I like look at this triple rare Bocchi right there. It says live. Let me zoom in so you don't think I'm just crazy here. It says live of delusions that I've live life of delusions that I have seen many times. There we go. That seems pretty good. I actually remember this scene, and I thought something cool was about to happen, and something really shocking happened. So it was neat. I enjoyed Bocchi the Rock. So I think again when I go back and think about these animes and collecting and all that, it's really nice to pick up things that you enjoy. If it's worth money in the end, awesome. But at the same time, at some point, not everything's about money. Unless, again, going back to Pokemon, if you go back and see that video of all those people just jumping over each other or piling up, remind me of Black Friday and why I never go to Black Friday. I went to Black Friday 3 times. And one of those experiences, I was trying to get my dad a laptop, and we were in line. I think we were like the sixth person in line, seventh person in line, something like that. We should have got a laptop. Then at the very last minute, when they were doing it, um, what happened was they put the laptops down and just people rushed it, and I didn't get a laptop. And I remember standing there with my sister for like 4 hours, 5 6 whatever hours. It was early in the morning until the time they actually let it happen. I was just super pissed, and I was like, this is insane, and I really wanted to get it for my dad. So That was back in the day when we didn't have all that much money. We just had whatever money we had. So it wasn't like the greatest laptop in the world. It's a Black Friday laptop, but it was still something that we wanted to get for him. So it was highly disappointing. And it just reminds me of what happened here. And it reminds me to enjoy all of this. So if you watched that One Piece video, me and my sister opening. I'm just trying to like ignore price. Maybe I think about price later, but maybe not right now. So thinking about prices, when I went out here to look up different, I was trying to bring. You can see I was trying to bring up the Weiss Schwarz website, and I am not. I am not making fun of this at all. I am totally putting this out there right now. That not making fun of this at all. I just thought this is kind of neat to see. So over here on the right side, they put articles. I'm out here on Microsoft Bing. There's 3 articles. Something about the expensive cards of Weiss Schwarz, Idolmaster, and then lastly, how to play Weiss Schwarz. So that caught my eye, of course, that I wanted to see the Weiss Schwarz 9 rarest cards and what they're worth. So it's actually really neat to see someone else's perspective. Again, I am not making fun of this person or anything like that. I just thought it'd be neat to actually open this and read this out. So um, this was updated on March 3rd, 2023. And so trading cards continue to be as popular as ever in the world of collectors, investors, and players. Properties like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering are mainstays in the market, but Weiss Schwarz has managed to deliver trading card sets belonging to some of the most beloved and popular anime series out there. So, anyways, it's unclear just how high the prices can go on the rarest and most valuable Weiss Schwarz card. On the most valuable cards Weiss Schwarz produces. Sorry. So what we got here? We got Genuine Explosion Magic. It's $90. This is a triple rare featuring characters from the Konosuba God's Blessing on the Wonderful World series. Megumin and Darkness are featured on the card with 2 stills taken directly from a seed in the anime. So again, if you have, reminded of this because of the people that say it all the time that they hate the stills. If you still didn't fill out that survey from Bushiroad, then make sure you fill it out and tell them that you hate the stills. To me, again, reminds me of the anime, so I'm okay with it. Unless it's like a really dark looking card, I don't find that to be all that good. You can find a better one, right? So this card itself is a hollow foil and thus is quite a rare find. Its triple rare status is second only to the SP in terms of rarity. This hard to find card has an English version that features a different image and is of a lower rarity level. Oh, that's neat to know. What happens if I click this? I'm afraid if I click this, something horrible is going to happen. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, nothing horrible happened. All right, great. Let's see this one. A figure of one's true face, $165. Jeez, what's this? The special cards are the rarest in the game, and as such come with quite hefty prices. They're hollow foil and signed, meaning they will stand out amongst one's entire deck. Okay, just this card, this sign card features Maya from Bang Dreams, considered to be super special, which is a rarity type featured in only 4 series. So I think this person's a Maya fan. Okay. I'm just gonna go with that. I'm just gonna go with that. You know, the most rare version is it's Misaki outside of the bear outfit in SSP form. Show me that one. Let's see. We got Princess Connect Kyoka. Due to the status as an SP, is bound to be one of the high end of the eBay Weiss Schwarz market, is it? Combining the special abilities of the card, the series, and the popularity of the character, one may get a sense of why this price is so high. Some sellers have it on eBay at a marginally lower price, but be hard pressed to find a copy of it under $200. So I think I like how this is going, where it's not just like, let me just show you all the highest prices out there. It's just talking about different cards in general, like the types of cards and potentially the pricing, why it's really high in price. Summer Pocket Shiki 590. The popular 2018 visual novel Summer Pockets has fans around the world. The tale, Summer Pocket. Wait, this more than explains why. One of the rarest card in the game features a character from the visual novel. Shiki, who is featured on the card, is not even a main character. However, the card is still one of the most expensive out there. Another SP card. This one was signed in gold. One can only imagine how hard it is to find this card by trying more conventional methods like buying pack after pack. Almost all the SP cards in the series are rare and come with high price tags. I don't know that. I literally don't know. Like, how do I find summer pockets? How am I going to find this? Oh, this is going to be awful. Release. He said 2018. I'm going to believe this gentleman and try to find it here. Please be somewhere easy. Please be somewhere please be translated. It's not translated. I am screwed. This is no bueno. Alright, oh here we go. Alright, start translating, please. Steins Gate. Summer Pockets. Let's try out Summer Pockets. This would be neat to actually see. What'd the card look like? I'm just gonna pull that away. Let's see what we got here. No, not Pokemon. Alright, here. Oh, I know, this one's hard. Lucky Accident. Where is this card? Why does it keep flipping back there? I want this one. Give me this one. Girl sitting. I don't have a girl sitting one in the SP. So I'm just gonna go with this one. This one's pretty hard to get, right? And it's 148,000. I think this person should switch out the SPs. That's what we should do here. We should just imagine that one right in there. Best visual. Oh, yeah, okay. Quiet Passion. We already took a look at some AOT. I'm just gonna speed through this one. We got Levi, Ryou Futaba. Oh, I love that card. I love that card so much. Anybody that knows, I've always talked about getting like the different hairband cards. So if there's any hair ties, hair bands, so obviously had to get that one. But anyways, not trying to skip by Levi here. Here's the dude, and I love the different colored signature inside of there. Damn, I never look at that background. We got the girl with the gun. Is that Historia? The gun back there. Last strike, Xenon. Last strike, Xenon. $1,100. As expected, with a card going for this price on TCG Player or any other site, it's a special card that comes with what looks like a black ink signature. Well, not last strike. I don't know why I said last strike. It's Link Strike. Dang it. Okay, let me search here. Let me just search here for TCG Player. And put this back. I don't know why it said it's gaming. Ungroup. Okay. How much is this thing worth? $400. I'm not judging this person. I just wanted to see out of curiosity what it really is. So Link Strike Xenon, anyways, is $400 out here on TCG Player. Someone else has it down below for 600. Yes. Xenon is the avatar of Shino Asada. Okay, anyways, moving on. Oh, Roxy, lowly, scornful eyes, unfriendly Roxy. I never really thought about the name of that card until now. Lowly, scornful eyes. That's scornful eyes. Unfriendly. I don't know if that's unfriendly. I don't know if that's the right description of this card, but that's what they're going. Special rares and Weiss Schwarz tend to be the rarest and most valuable, likely to the flashy gold signatures they have. in the art on the Roxy isn't the most welcoming as she looks a bit concerned and uncomfortable, much like the wallets of people trying to collect the card itself. Yep. Yeah, I mean, her clothes are wet. Obviously, she has that look on her face. I mean, people really like it just because of what's the rest of the card art, right? The rest of the card art. And lastly, what do we have? Boundless Obsessive Love Albedo 3700. This is the gold signature. We're on silver signatures. There are only two of these cards currently available on TCG Player's official site. And remember, again, this was back on March is when I think it was last updated, March 5th, 2023. So let me just flash back over here. Let's pop this up. Why am I showing this? I'm just doing it. So 14.99. 14.99 is where we're at. And whew, whew, that is crazy. Look at the silver signature. Look at that silver signature. I say that because market price is 1050 now, 490 $491 if you really want that. I mean, it's not really surprising to me. In the end, if I had to buy any of these, I would rather buy the silver over the gold. I just like silver better than gold, and it doesn't cost as much, so that's always a plus side here. By the way, Vampire Ride $7.50. That's pretty good, price wise. I know there's a lot of people that were selling it for, say, tournaments. Bushiroad Championship Series 2023. Like how I transitioned to that. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Price wise, again, what we got here, we got this Quince card. This Quince card. People are lucky this hasn't shown up in New Jersey on the schedule, or I'd be coming and I'd be whooping everybody in the games. I just think it's fun because it's a participation card, so I could show up, lose, and just get my card. But yeah, right now New Jersey is not on the schedule, which is obviously the closest to me. So how far is White Plains, New York? I don't think I'm driving to White Plains, New York, but it'd be cool to actually get one of these Quince card, which I know Audrey said sold for $20. $20. That's really cheap. So I wouldn't sell it for $20 at all. I feel like it should be worth a little bit more than that. Other than that, what do I want to say? There are. I feel like. How long is this? 22 minutes. I feel like I've gone long enough to this point that people are not listening. This is kind of like the stuff I would say in my member overtime. So I might as well say it here. I feel like um, the it's been a little bit boring lately. A little bit boring. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you. You could tell me if it has been or not. But with all the different releases that we've been getting, all these different titles that are coming up, and then the fact that people, again, like from a collector standpoint, are focused on the ones that come out first, which would be Japan. When it comes out to English, it's like it's not as surprising to people. Like the hype's gone and done away with, which actually works out nicely for me because I'm able to pick up some cards and people forget the sets that I actually want for a lower price, right? There's less competition because people are still opening, but there's less competition because of that. But I feel like that's how it is lately, and that's probably a good bit due to like whatever's happening with the economy. Again, you could call it recession, you could call it people just not having money, loans coming back, people having to pay loans eventually, and then credit card debt. There's like this whole big thing about how what consumers that are at the highest level of credit card debt ever in the United States. So that's probably a lot of it. And then you got inflation kicking in and all that to the point where people really don't care as much about these cards, or is it just these series coming up? Because what is coming out? Alice Gear, Ages. I mean, you had the My Go TD, Alice. You got Shauna, which people really like. You got Love Live, Ayakashi Triangle. I know. People are like saying they don't got to worry about anything until Oshinoko, and then I look at the rest of this and I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Like nothing's gonna hurt me here outside of like even these new titles that are coming out. Like for me, right, focus is going to be heavily on the Quints, but that's coming out for English, so I don't have to worry about that anytime soon. Well, obviously, there's no English announcement, but at this point, I mean, it you'd be really hard pressed to say that Quints isn't coming out to English. I love Bunny Girl Senpai, so at the same time, like I'll be excited for this one when this comes out. But Project Sakai, right? Like, but in the end, am I really hurting for any of these other ones coming out soon? Not really. That's not a thing right now. On the English Weiss Schwarz side, you have Azure Lane. I know people are. I had to stop there for a second. I know people are really excited for this right here. There you go. People are excited for Azure Lane, but after that, what do we got? Azure Lane, Ari Ferretta, Guilty Gear, Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, right? Like it's like me, someone that's like covering it. I think it's one of those ones where if I didn't pay attention to Weiss Schwarz as much as I did, Spy Family, I'd be excited for it when it came out in English. If I knew nothing about it, I'd be excited about Chainsaw Man if I knew nothing about it. But since I know about it, maybe that's killing the fun and Licorice Recoil too. So I don't know. Is anybody else feeling like that? Right down below. Let me know how you're feeling. Like if you were to say 1 year ago or just even months ago, beginning of the year. How about this? Beginning of the year. On the fun level or excitement level, what would you give it out of 10? 10 being the highest that you felt about, let's say, Weiss Schwarz. And then, as of like literal this moment, are you just as excited for it? Just a little bit less. It's I don't know. I guess that's how it is. And I feel like I know there's some people out there that probably would answer this, but don't watch this long into the video. But that's what I am hoping to see. Okay, I just want to know. Pokemon's very exciting though. This whole 151 is really cool. It really is amazing what nostalgia will do for you because no matter what, if the value isn't there on the 151, which uh, Pokemon 151 Pokemon. Let's see. I just want to see what these prices are. Charizard 112, Erica 50. These prices have like stayed almost exactly the same since I looked at it. I almost want to say that the Charizard was like 90 something and now it's unless that was without shipping. That's damn. Oh wow, that's damage. Yikes. I thought I saw that's an MP, that's why. Card is packed fresh. Let me zoom in on that one. Oh, I lost it. No. All right, here. If I zoom in too much, it's gone. Card is packed fresh, but has some whitening on the top right of bag. Everything else is fine. So, I mean, he has it marked as MP. That sounds like it's pretty awful. But I always love that phrase, packed fresh. It's packed fresh. Not like that matters at all. It just sucks for that guy because he sold it for less than what it was. But yeah, it feels like this set price wise is holding up. I know not all the products are out there, and maybe that's probably part of it. But it's nice to see what nostalgia actually does to kick in. So I really wish that we had more sets for Weiss Schwarz that would come out for English or English first, right? Like I know they attempted to do that before, with uh, what set was it? I don't even remember at this point. It doesn't even matter because it didn't even happen. Was it Attack on Titan? That was the Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan. No, I don't know. I have to go back and look. But no matter what it was, That's gonna freaking bother me now. I was gonna say Tokyo Revengers. Like, I don't know why that stood out to me, but yeah, whatever said it was, it got pushed back and never didn't happen. So I really wish we end up with more of those kind of things where give us the hype first. That would be nice, right? Give us a set. I know we have English exclusives. I get that, but are the English exclusives something that are like anime? English exclusive what are historically um, things that would appeal to the English market that isn't brought over to the Japanese side, probably just because they're not going to appreciate it as much as we will. Like, let's say Adventure Time, right? There's a reason why Adventure Time didn't go over to the Japanese side. But give us like this, like give us the Quince. Can you imagine us getting that Quince premium booster box first? How cool would that be? I think that would be really exciting to, just throw us a little bit of a bone here. That would be nice. So that one's that. That one's that. The other thing I had to talk about, there's one last thing. I have my wedding anniversary coming up, and I don't know what to do. So I have a if no one's seen this before, I have a budget. I have a budget. I need the fake budget. Where is my fake budget? Budget sample 3. There it is. Budget sample 3. So I'm not obviously going to show you my actual budget with numbers all over the place. But as you can see here, I even labeled it Mrs. V's cell phone. um, what we have here is different buckets of money. And on here, we have a vacation fund. So we have whatever amount in our vacation fund, but for our anniversary, she wants to use $1,000 of said vacation fund. And I'm like, I guess we'd use it. And I don't know if I'm not saying that's a lot. I'm not saying that's a little. 1,000 is one of those spots where if you, I'm supposed to take like we're supposed to take a week long vacation, but I have $1,000 to work with. And when you think about like a week long vacation, if you're going away, that means you're getting a hotel. If you're getting a hotel, how much does a hotel cost? Normally it's like what, $100 for a hotel at the minimum? Like depending on where you stay, right? You could go to places that are like 80 bucks, 60 bucks. Are there still $60 ones? I don't know. I feel like the normally what I've been seeing was $100. Not unless you go to Japan where you could get a freaking place for like 50 bucks, which is insane. But like when we go over around here, it's I feel like a minimum of 100. So if I go for 5 days, that's $500. If that cuts on a Friday, Saturday, it's gonna be a lot more than that. And if I only have $1,000 to work with, that's half the budget gone. So I am up here, obviously East Coast. You saw my contact info. Contact info. Again, I don't live in this place, so this is just a what is it, a virtual mailbox where I can get my stuff forwarded to my actual address. So I do live in Pennsylvania, so I need a place to go vacation wise for 5 days in October. That is $1,000 ish, and I picked up a guide. I picked up a guide of different vacations that I can actually do, and the vacations that I've seen was what, like a cruise. You could go on a cruise. You could go on to an all inclusive down um, in like South America ish, right? You go into one of those all inclusives, which is not bad. It's nice and all that, but she said no airplanes, right? So if I go to a cruise from Pennsylvania to Florida, I'd have to take a plane. If I go to an all inclusive, I'd have to take a plane, which then leaves me with a couple of choices up here. There's not too many. So if anybody has any ideas on a 5 day trip for $1,000, that would be appreciated. Please just rate that below. If you haven't made a budget, please make sure you do so, because again, the world is a crazy place right now, and I definitely don't want to see you um, struggle out there. I mean, if you can buy like uh if you again if you saw that whole Amsterdam thing with Pokemon Van Gogh cards, I mean, definitely people took advantage of it and are trying to sell these cards for vast amounts of money. So if you don't have access to 100 of these Pikachu with gray felt hat promo cards, then yeah, maybe make a budget. Or at least play the lottery. The lottery's at, what is the lottery at? I feel like Powerball is at 800 some million. Go ahead and buy a ticket if you can afford to do so, and it's budgetarily correct to do. Then maybe buy one ticket. I wouldn't buy 20 of them. Just maybe buy one. Oh yeah, but yeah, this is actually based off my real budget, or like how I do my budgeting. I know there's a lot of different buckets and all that, but I will tell you, if you again, I've said this before, if you haven't made a budget, um, it's part of the battle. Like it's one of those ones where I don't have to really worry about or stress, right? If you don't have enough money and you're in debt and all that, you'll still be under stress, even with a budget, no budget. It's not a miracle worker. You only make so much, you have so much money, you have to pay off your stuff. But having a budget allows me to just, not have to think about what I need to do with my money. Like if I go, um, I want to go out to eat four times a month. I look at my budget here that says entertainment. And if I have enough money in the entertainment budget to actually go do it, I can do it. If I don't, then I just go, you know what? I'm just staying at home. I'm gonna cook a nice piece of chicken or make some spaghetti and all that stuff. Whatever. It's just a nice thing, in your mind that you're living within your means, and you could still be happy about it too. I've lived within my means for such a long time. Like I said, I've paid off my house, and again, not bragging or anything, 6.5 years. I mean, part of that is how much, like my profession, but at the same time, a lot of it had to do, the majority of that had to do with budgeting, right? Like if I didn't make as much money as I did, I'd still pay off my house. Maybe it would take me longer. Maybe it'd take me 10 years. Maybe it'd take me 15 years, but there's no way I'm going out to 30 years. And that's what a budget can do for you. It keeps you within your means. So sorry to keep harping on that. It's just one of those ones where I see all the time where there's some people that are struggling out there that are gambling on things. Again, you may not think it's gambling, but it's gambling, and there's ways around that. So make sure you get into that. If you're having trouble, let me know. Just write me an email. I'm always cool with that. But that is everything. I told you I'd go on a lot of different tangents. I don't know if you enjoyed this or not, or if people are watching this, but it doesn't matter, right? Like I'm just trying to have fun. Hopefully, you're all having fun out there. And you know what? It's by the time you probably finish this video, it's Friday. So have a happy Friday. As always, have fun, be happy, don't spend anything outside of your budget. If this shows up in New Jersey, I am winning this Quince card from all of my opponents. I'm going to rise up and be a good one out of how many games you play? 8. I'm gonna be 1-8. I mean, you could be 0-8, but I'm gonna get one win. I'm gonna get this card, and I'm coming home feeling like a winner because I've always said I'm not gonna buy this card. I'm going to earn it myself, and I think that's what I'm going to do. If this shows up in New Jersey and I am available, I'm winning this card. I'm gonna rightfully earn this card and win this Miko right here. Okay, anyways, see you later. Have fun.